Hello. Oh, I forgot to turn the dino off. Hello. And welcome, everybody, to tonight's fantastic, lovely dinosaur action on Arena and Explore Magic the Gathering. Dinosaur action as it always is for me, as I'm always playing dinosaurs. Best of 3, Explore. I love it. I love sticking to one thing. Absolutely. And yes, tonight, the best card to save dinosaurs or the best card to stop opponents. I've been meaning to try it. I redeemed a couple rare wild cards when Pioneer Masters released, and I mean, if you're feeling hurt from sweepers and that sort of stuff, you know, you're playing a lot of creatures, or you know, maybe you have a bad matchup against combo related decks that cast multiple spells in a turn, look no further than silence. Shh, don't tell anybody. Opponents hate this one weird trick, although it's not that weird. It's gonna absolutely get the job done. Instant speed, your opponents can't cast spells this turn. There you go. It's like one white, take an extra turn, pretty much. The opponent does get to draw, of course, but you can protect yourself on your own turn. And with this deck, as it always is for me, the namesake Ghalta Stampede Tyrant, making a big amount of mana ahead of schedule and a stable amount of mana. Sunken Citadel tapping for 2 green. You have another Sunken. You have 4 mana for lands with activated abilities. That goes towards Castle Garenbrig. So 2 Sunkens in Castle, 3 lands. You get 6 green for a creature. And then you get, you know, a couple more lands, and poof, all of a sudden, you've got 8 for Ghalta. And oftentimes, you know, you have 1 or 2 mana left. You only need 1 for silence. You cast this before you cast Ghalta, and then you just win. You just win. They can't do anything. They're not going to kill Ghalta. They're not going to kill Palani's Hatcher or Regisaur Alpha, and that is very, very important indeed, especially if you have to win that turn. Sometimes it is only Regisaur or Palani's Hatcher, as well. Many of you have, well, you've probably seen. They kill this, I don't get to attack with everybody. Everybody else doesn't have haste because everybody usually is a dinosaur, and then we lose. Maybe the opponent is going to drain us with some card, or they have the win. We can see it. They have the win next turn, but we can't let that happen, and then they stop us dead in our tracks. Now I'm going to be stopping them. I'm very, very excited. Some people say this is card disadvantage. That's not the case. It's card advantage. The advantage being that you don't lose in a lot of scenarios. If it is right for your deck, of course. And as it always is, well, for a little bit, for the past couple days, Pugnacious Hammerskull is that lovely Regal Imperiosaur coming in a couple days? Less than a week now, we get Regal Imperiosaur. 1 and 2 green for a 5/4. Other dinosaurs you control get +1/+1. That is better than this. Both cost the same technically. They both cost 3. They're dinos, they're big, and Regal Imperiosaur does something Pugnacious Hammerskull does not do something. Keep it simple, keep it simple. The mana base is not quite as simple. It has to be fluffed up a little bit. We do have to have a decent amount of white sources there. We only need 1 though. Again, silence costing 1, requiring 1 Calamity's Wake. I should go over the sideboard because it did change quite a bit from yesterday. This is in here for stuff that has stuff in graveyards and people who cast non-creature spells in a turn. So it could help in some cases for the same matchups that silence helps at. I'll probably trim Pugnacious Hammerskull and possibly commune with dinosaurs. Keep in mind, silence, Calamity's Wake, all this stuff you can't grab with commune because you can only grab a land or a dino. So when I bring in something that can't be grabbed by it, sometimes I just remove this to make space for that sideboard card. Pugnacious, not exactly helpful. It's the filler thing, again, waiting for that Regal Imperiosaur. So Pugnacious out, Commune out, bring the silence and Calamity's Wake, and we just keep stopping our opponents from doing stuff until we stop the opponent permanently because we got that you know what.
Ruthless aggression.
Ruthless aggression. I'm still getting used to how I had to switch up all the icons on OBS there. But I got, again, most of them. I haven't added too many. The list, as always, in the description. The link tree to the Discord. A primer as well. But if you have any questions, 100%. Whether you're new, brand new, you've been doing it for a while, you want me to try stuff, you want me to try something else that is in the white colors. Or blue, or black. I'm not afraid. I can make it work. We're going to make it work and get lost too. Moving on to the rest of the sideboard here. I love that art. Absolutely fantastic. It would be good in foil, I bet, but 1 in a white, instant speed, destroy a creature, enchantment, or a planeswalker. There we go. Pretty darn fantastic. A little bit against aggro. I did get a win against a Rakdos prowess deck because I had Get Lost here. Just boom. Took it a creature when they pumped it, and yeah, that was enough. That was enough. I got 2 Get Lost in that particular game. I was quite happy for that. Calamity's Wake could help as well, and possibly silence the Rakdos prowess opponent. Pardon me. I still have a little bit of a tickle in my throat. Basically gone, almost, pretty much gone. But yeah, this covers some enchantments, some planeswalkers. Any creature can get killed. It's not restricted to something small, so this could really get us out of a sticky situation. If there is some big creature on the opponent's side that I'm scared about, usually that's never the case, but it could come in handy. Possibly. And yeah, Calamity's Wake too. But going to the sideboard, going from the sideboard to the mana base, I should say. Sources of white. We have 3 Jetmir's Garden. I still get my sources of red to potentially cast Palani's Hatcher or Regisaur. That situation doesn't really usually ever come up. By the time you reach Regisaur Alpha or Palani's Hatcher, you're probably making 6 or you're making 7 for Vaultborn. You're not going to be casting a Regisaur usually over a T-Rex or a Vaultborn. You might want to go Palani's Hatcher just to, you know, get 3 bodies down. It's 3 bodies in 1, which could potentially save you. The chump blocking potential of this is very, very nice indeed. Yeah, the Jetmir's Temple Garden as well. So we got 7 dedicated white sources, and then Sunken. If I need that source of white, and maybe the first Sunken Citadel, we could choose white because we have 2 other green sources. Pretend or consider I have a Sunken 2 Forest and a Castle Garenbrig. Those 2 forests get me the 2 green for Castle Garenbrig's activated ability, and then the 2 can be of any color. It could be 2 white, 2 red, 2 black, doesn't matter. So in that scenario, we could choose white as the first Sunken. We get our source of white for silence and all the other sideboard stuff, and we're laughing. So if you do consider Sunken as a source of white, 8, 11, well, that's pretty good. I would say that's good enough. If I had anything in my sideboard that required 2 white, I mean, I probably just wouldn't ever use it because that would be rough. It's a big hoop to jump through. Even 2 red is very, very painful indeed. But, you know, 1 white, 1 blue, 1 black, we'll get there. We'll get there. Yeah, I say we jump into it. Hopefully everybody's week has been going good. But if it hasn't, by chance, you know, we're going to have a good time here. We're going to have a very hilarious time. A satisfying time when people just can't do anything. It's time to make my opponents feel helpless, as they sometimes make me feel helpless. Yeah, lovely stuff. And you can't see the chat as well. I did have that there. I haven't got around to looking into reattaching it, a plugin for OBS. And again, one of the culprits, I think, for the crashes that were being caused. Literally, when I would open up OBS, crashes instantly. Crash, crash, crash. I had to delete all the little clips that I have just to reduce the CPU usage, and yeah, we're looking good. We're still holding pretty strong after the fixes. Well, don't need to fix much with that hand. Basically perfect. We do have all the mana we need, as long as there's not, you know, some hand hate. Oh, we got spirits. We got spirits. Oh, pardon me. I might need 2 cups of coffee. I've only poured myself 1. I only have 1. It is nice they don't have a counter spell. Probably. Oh, no Spectral Sailor. I was thinking maybe Mausoleum Wanderer. Perhaps they do have a counter spell here. It's not a big deal. We're going to see if we burn it on this Sylvan Scrying. Oh, still. And I do have a Cavern of Souls in my hand. It makes me feel very comfortable if they're holding on to the counter spell to... Oh, right. Okay, so it is spirits. Fortunately, they didn't have that Mausoleum Wanderer. Whenever a spirit enters, it gets +1/+1. It can grow pretty big, especially with the Supreme Phantom. 1 in the blue for 1/2, 2/1, something like that. Not fun, not fun. Maybe they stopped us. We'll see. Geistlight Snare. Oh, no Geistlight Snare. They may hold up a counterspell for Vaultborn. Of course, they don't know I have Cavern. They don't know they won't be able to counter it. I think Vaultborn could stabilize us enough, as long as there isn't another Supreme Phantom somewhere in the mixture. Oh boy. Solar Updraft, how's it going? Hopefully all is well with you. All is not so well with this opponent there. Oh, surprise, boom. Yeah, you can't stop it. You might be able to tap it. I think we should be able to survive the aggression from the opponent. Yeah, try it. Yeah. There's the prompt. Are you sure you want to try and counter this? Of course they want to, but again, it is asking them, why are you countering this? Why are you trying to counter it? Because you can't counter it. Doesn't make sense to the client. I guess, dead 4? Sure. Not quite. 11. Oh boy. Rattle Chain's gonna flash something in, perhaps. Oh, no, just a Supreme Phantom. Supremely dead. It's an aggro deck. There you go. Do I like silence? Yeah, potentially. Potentially. Martin, how's it going? Hopefully all is well with you. 96% win rate. Huh. I'm happy to hear that. Even people just taking inspiration from what I'm doing here. Of course, I like to present it in the most realistic light. Of course, you can't get much more realistic or straight up than being live. You can't hide anything when it's live, and I love that. And it is efficient for sure. But yeah, at least for me it's all explore. But yeah, Martin, historic. Oh, okay. I know a lot of people like timeless. I was wondering about dipping my toe back into historic, but it started out with historic just because Explorer did not exist on Arena, which is great. Turn 3 wins. Ooh. I have to imagine historic you would have some pretty nasty, deadly openings with the expanded card pool. That would be absolutely nuts. Yeah, I don't know. Aetherdrift is going to change a lot, for sure. They don't know. I don't think they can counter us. Maybe they... Oh, okay. I do like a Sunken Citadel. Of course, I should have technically tried to grab Sunken first. Played it as my land for the turn, and then Forest would have been my third land on turn 3. And I could have gone Archdruids, but we'll go a touch slow here. Maybe. Oh, ooh, okay. I got a Sunken and then I drew a Sunken. That is nuts. Oh, yeah. The nasty 3-drop dinos. I mean, Regal Imperiosaur. It's going to change things for, I think, any dinosaur variation. Of course, 100%. It's absolutely going to change it for a traditional or, a more aggressive dinosaur list. But I was pleasantly surprised. I think everybody who likes dinosaurs was pleasantly surprised with the Imperiosaur there. Okay. I kind of like it. They will counter Archdruid's Charm, keep in mind. Or they could Geistlight Snare for 1 blue, sadly. Not Behemoth Beckoner, no. Not anymore. Definitely it is. It's interesting, but you can see right now, Martin, this is a very good point. I have 2 Sunkens already. You only need 2 Sunkens for Castle Garenbrig. If I have 1 Sunken and cure a Behemoth Beckoner, it's like I have 2, but then all of a sudden I get a second Sunken and it's like I have 3, because 1 taps and untaps, but I don't have any use for that other mana. It's no good. It doesn't feel quite as good. Basically what I'm saying is I ran into some pretty awkward situations with Cure Behemoth Beckoner, not quite being up to snuff. March, I know March of the Ents is pretty darn deadly, very, very scary stuff there. I mean, Vaultborn Tyrant alone. Vaultborn Tyrant for a time, and sometimes Vaultborn is the main thing that people cheat out with indomitable creativity. I think some people run it with just Vaultborn Tyrant, that's it. That's the only creature hit. Sometimes it tracks and Valgavoth, of course, from Duskmourn, but yeah, if they go indomitable creativity for 2, they get 2 Vaultborns, and they draw 4 cards, and will we die? Well, we'll see if they counter this. I want to try. Good. We got Cavern of Souls down. Will we be able to stabilize? Potentially. It's nice that we got it. We might have to tap it, but phew, I'm glad they let that resolve. I haven't tried Worldspine Worm. No, I should think about it. I don't know that Worldspine Worm is necessary. Of course, there's so many things to consider. I can consider so many big, costly creatures, of course, because that's what the deck's all about. If something would help me in a particular way, I'm definitely all ears. Oh, maybe we're still just dead. We tried our best. That's got it. That's death. Must be 7, 10. Oh, 14. Oh, okay. Well, this mono blue spirit's pretty aggressive, and yeah, there you go. The 3/5/5s, that would be painful. Of course, I'm used to Worldspine Worm with Xenagos, God of Revels, I believe it is, the creativity deck where those are the only 2 hits, and then it makes a 30/30 haste Worldspine Worm, and that's pretty scary. Not so much for me. I beat a Worldspine Worm before because I simply had enough toughness to tank it, and then I played Ghalta on the following turn. I didn't have any creatures out after blocking the Worldspine Worm, but I stopped a 30/30, and then I won with Ghalta Stampede Tyrant. It was, absolutely amazing. And that would be nice. I don't know, but you have to think, at least filtering it through the list that is here tonight, would I like the Worldspine Worm in place of Pugnacious Hammerskull? I don't know, it's hard to say. I do sometimes like Pugnacious just to be an early creature, a nice, decently sized early creature. Certainly a lot less than the Worldspine Worm, so it fills, I think, a nice spot. But Worldspine Worm is definitely enticing for sure. Oh, I'm glad you said Vorinclex Monstrous Raider. It's just a good thing. It costs 6. What else costs 6 in this deck? Carnage Tyrant. How easily can I make 6? Pretty easily. I mean, sometimes I'm making 8 on turn 4 for Ghalta. So, and I think it's worth it. Oh, we got the cat combo. We'll go with Commune, of course. Cat combo. Sometimes they do have Thoughtseize, and we don't want that. Not one bit. Might be better go with Regisaur Alpha. Possibly Carnage Tyrant to get something big. Possibly a land, but keep in mind, I only have to see a Sylvan or an Archdruid or a Castle Garenbrig, and I will be making 6 on turn 4 and 7 on turn 5 with the stuff that I have at the moment. Oh, Vorinclex and Railway Breaker. Oh, yeah. Ghalta's definitely plays that. No problem. That would be scary. I've seen a little bit of Reanimator Dinos. I mean, Who doesn't love reanimating big stuff, whether it's a Dino or Vorinclex Monstrous Raider or Railway Brawler to make something bigger, or an Eldrazi Ulamog, something like that. Of course, you do have to cast most Eldrazi, but March of the Ends. I'm gonna have to think about that. Oh, let's. I mean, that's extra wacky. The next one was a Vaultborn, then a Carnage, then a Vaultborn. Of course, there is always a chance to have painful draws, painful scenarios. It's not a 0% chance that these things will happen, so they have to happen at least, once in a while. But now I'm thinking about March of the Ends. I don't remember exactly what it is, but I know, yes, it is good. And I would use it if I was in his store for sure, but Reanimator, I should try that again. Gonna sneeze. Pardon me. Oh my goodness. Ooh. Wow. Where was I? Yeah, Reanimator. That was pretty darn fun when I tried it that one night there. Packed quite a punch. Might have to revisit it. And maybe dip my claw into his star. Okay, they got you. Oh yeah, they got Yurga. Yeah, I have to imagine we're dead. I mean, we're not getting Ghalta. We're not getting Ghalta next turn. This is cat combo. However, you know what you do. Like I mentioned, Calamity's Wake. It's for things that care about the graveyard. We exile all graveyards. There you go. Simple. We have graveyard hate and players that cast a bunch of stuff in a turn, non-creature spells. And this, players that cast a bunch of stuff or anything in a turn. And this, enchantments. And this, any creature or enchantment or planeswalker. That is a pretty darn wide range of stuff. Of course, aggro is still going to be a little bit painful, but you know what doesn't help against cat food combo? They got a lot of little creatures. Pugnacious Hammerskull, which does not have trample. This would just be chump blocked into oblivion. Of course, we did see, at least I saw, a Thoughtseize go into the graveyard. It's basically guaranteed. If you're in black, that's what you're running. So hopefully we can surprise them with the Calamity's Wake. That would be a calamitous loss if I kept a hand like that. I mean, it could work in some cases. Commune gets the second land. Hopefully a Castle Garenbrig. Sylvan grabs the Sunken, and that is better. That is better. Palani's to the bottom, absolutely. If we get to it, which I would expect we do, Tyrranax Rex on turn 4 will be the best bet. Definitely. Sunken? A little bit rough. Played safe with Carnage. You know what? I like Vaultborn Tyrant. I like that. As long as Commune with Dinosaurs sticks around, we should be okay. They haven't leveled up Scavenger's Talent yet. Nothing too fancy. Maybe a Sunken here. Oh, okay. We do need that third source of green, of course. It was kind of tempting to not grab Ghalta, but now we get Archdruid's next turn. We search for the other Sunken, and hopefully we'll see. Okay. Of course, Calamity's Wake is enticing. We'll see if they do anything crazy. Either way, I go Archdruids for the second Sunken, or Calamity's Wake to exile everything. They don't have, well, Copperline Gorge is the only thing they have in their graveyard. So it's not that scary. Not at all. They certainly won't be winning this turn if I let them win. Bristlebud, okay. Well, fine by me. I think Tyrranax Rex could potentially close things out. Slap that down next turn, maybe Vaultborn Tyrant. Oh, okay. Will they kill me next turn? Possibly. But I just want to draw into Ghalta at this point. And the way we do that, maybe... Oh, well, there's Commune. Maybe it's Ghalta. Maybe it's Ghalta. Oh, look, there's a Ghalta. Oh.
Call an ambulance! Call an ambulance! But not for me!
But I do think they're going to get the cats in Yurga. Or they could have a Thoughtseize to get rid of Ghalta. Oh, you got it. Okay, fine. Fine, whatever. It's Thoughtseize. We lose. You just lose. Worth a shot, at least. It's interesting, I must say, to see cat food combo again. Because for a long time it was just completely non-existent for me. It's not super hard to hate out against, and I'm just glad I do have something in the sideboard for it. Of course, if we see a Ghalta next turn, another copy, they will die. I guess not. Yeah, play Carnage Tyrant. We draw a card, we get closer to Ghalta, but we also have 2 left over for that Calamity's Wake. Play another Vaultborn next turn, potentially. I'm just going to attack with this, and maybe they double block, fine by me. Give me another copy. Do it. Do you know you wanna? Yeah, good stuff. Certainly will take out the Bristlebud Farmer. That's for sure. Now we might just get Ghalta. Excuse me, we might just get Ghalta. Yeah, we got Calamity's Wake. You're not cheating out much. For anything. And it's quite lovely. Now that I got that forest, I can go another Vaultborn or T-Rex, and I still will have 2 left over because I can make 9 now, which is nuts. Craziness. Okay, they're going to mill a bit. Okay. Let's see what happens. I don't think we win because they'll just sacrifice a bunch of foods and whatnot, and sacrifice. Yeah, you know what? We'll sacrifice Carnage Tyrant. I like that. Keep the Vaultborn to draw cards, gain life, and all that good stuff. But again, we could still just be dead. That's never fun. Okay, that's looking good. Jetmir's Garden is a little bit rough for sure. Yeah, no, that's going to be it. They're going to get the other Cauldron Familiar next turn. Sometimes you just lose. Nope. Not happening. Alright, well, cat food combo. You never know what you're going to get. They had a Thoughtseize. If they didn't have a Thoughtseize, they were dead. Thoughtseize is a pretty good card, I hear. A lot of people use it, and yeah. On to the next one. Right. Kleenex break. Avoras. That name does sound a bit familiar. Some sort of control deck, I think. Would be nice. Regular Azorius control. This hand could be a Thoughtseize or something to rip Archdruids. If I knew it wasn't that, maybe something a little bit slower. could see myself, let's risk it. Because it could work out. Very, very nice. Sunken is always nice to be the first land, and there's many things that would... okay, well, technically we did get a third land. But many things that would get me my third source of green for that Archdruid's Charm there. Just classic Rakdos Demons. Oh, look at that. Good stuff. Phew. Okay, no Thoughtseize Duress. Don't do it. Don't. Just play Unholy Annex. You know you wanna. Or maybe you wanna save mana for removal. Oh, or Fable. Fable is good too. Quite nice indeed. Of course, I do wish I had somebody big ready for next turn. Vaultborn or T-Rex or even Carnage Tyrant. Sadly, I don't have any of those. One of 12 things. But it could be coming up. Or just get to play Ghalta at some point, which would be extra nice. But Vaultborn Tyrant definitely would allow us to stabilize properly. Hopefully it's not Sheoldred. Could be Ritual Chamber. Oh, okay. Okay, not too bad. Although we would be we would be dead from the Mutavaults next turn. So we do... Well, we have to play Palani's Hatcher, like I mentioned. Palani's 3 bodies in 1. The chump blocking of Palani's could come in handy, of course. I would expect that we lose at least 1 dinosaur egg. Ooh, that's no fun at all. Okay, let me think. 5, 8. No, I can only make 7. I was just double checking. Math is hard. If I could make 8, I could go Palani's Hatcher plus Pugnacious. But of course, if I made 8, I would have played Ghalta in 1 on the spot. I do smell a Fatal Push. Probably on the egg that I crack, unfortunately. But I still have 2 bodies to block. And if I draw a land next turn that enters untapped, they will die. If I can survive. 1, 2, 3. I think we should. Oh boy. Not too bad. That Blood Tithe Harvester is going to sack it down. Hey, technically I traded with a Blood Tithe Harvester. Basically. Fine by me. Fatal Push. Oh my goodness. Whoever saw that coming. Nobody. Land on tap. Let's kill him. Let's kill him. You're still dead. If we get it. Oh boy, oh boy. Oh, well, another Palani's Hatcher. I mean, maybe I can still save myself. You never know. Or they have another Fatal Push. That could also be. Okay, just gotta live. Just gotta live. I mean, Unholy Annex drains us for 2. As long as we only go down to 3. Whew. But that's not happening. Mutavaults are becoming creatures, so we have died, unfortunately. That's too bad. Yeah, just make them all into creatures, treasures, Mutavault. You know what to do. Is that it? Oh, well, hold on. Hold on. We only go down to 4. I think I only go down to 4, which would mean I go down to 2 with 1 Unholy Annex. Maybe kill him. Come on, let's go. Land on tap. Oh my goodness, that's not a land on tap. That was close. So close. That would have been pretty darn sweet, but... Whew. Palani's Hatcher. The absolute all-star there. Pyroclasm as well, which, not here, but 2 damage to every creature would have destroyed every creature that they had out. Not Mutavault, because sadly Pyroclasm is sorcery speed, and Mutavault becomes a land again before you have a chance to kill it with that. Yeah, we'll keep it the same. don't really have to do too much different. Of course, if I had some sort of sweeper, maybe Get Lost, definitely a possibility, just because, well, Pugnacious Hammerskull is basically guaranteed to die, especially with Fatal Push there. That works. That works. Watch this. It only works because there's 2 communes. Sylvan Scrying, Archdruid. What? I know I'm going with something on the very next turn. They can't get rid of 2 communes with 1 Thoughtseize. That's my thinking. Yeah, no, not tonight. Not tonight, Squad Painter, but oh, well, look at that Castle Garenbrig. I like a Vaultborn Tyrant. They could be mostly dead with this. Of course, hopefully Sylvan Scrying sticks around, but don't worry, we'll go back into red at some point. Good stuff. I make 6 next turn at least, but I could make 7 because I could draw a land that enters untapped. Even if I don't draw any land, Commune is going to dig for something. I could draw a land plus Commune digs for a land, and then I get 7 or 8 eventually. Oh, okay. Well, what's Commune going to get me? Oh, look at that. Do I like another Castle Garenbrig? Let's go with Jetmir's Garden. And then we'll search for another castle. If they don't have a Thoughtseize, they die. That's pretty good. They need another Thoughtseize to live. If you don't have Hand Hate, you die. You're dead. You're not dealing 18.
I'm the best there is at what I do, but what I do isn't very nice.
Oh, shoot. A 6/6 demon. Oh man, I wish I had a nice big play to go with. Not today. Not today. Oh, look at that life and the hastiness and all the speed. I like it. I still think I'll go with Get Lost, like I mentioned. And possibly that's how it should be. If I'm on the play, keep Pugnacious in, but if I'm on the draw, they're going a little bit faster. They're going to get to that Ritual Chamber. They're going to get to that 6/6 demon sooner and Get Lost, killing it. But keep in mind, if they're on track to copy the demon, I could wait for Fable to copy it with the trigger on the stack. If we kill the 6/6 flying demon before it makes the copy, the Fable just fizzes its ability there. They get nothing, and I save myself potentially from taking 12 because I would have been hit by 2 demons. 2 6/6 flying demons, never fun. Ooh, that's rough stuff. Oh, you know what, this works because I have no Sylvan Archdruids or Commune to start, so they are protected against the Hand Hate. If they're not in my hand, I don't have to discard them. I would expect to draw one of those 12 things, 12 chances to see something that's going to get me a Sunken, or Sunken itself. I guess kind of 16 things. Huh, that's pretty good. Hashtag pre-recorded, there you go. Of course, we still could die, but we're on track. If we see an Archdruid's Charm next turn, we make 8 on turn 4. It's pretty good. Would be nice to get Carnage Tyrant. A Sunken next turn, we would get 7 on turn 4. We get to play Vaultborn Tyrant. Sadly, that's not it. We will cycle Jetmir's Garden. I don't need it at this point, which again, it's pretty nice to change it into something different. Would it have been better to just cycle Jetmir's before playing Castle to see if I drew a Sunken off the top? Technically, we're about to see if I just goofed up there. I didn't have to play Castle. Sunken Citadel is 2 mana for an activated ability of a land plus Jetmir's, so that works for cycling, which is quite nice indeed. Even just the Carnage Tyrant next turn would be good. We certainly need something fast. Oh boy, some good, some good. Let's see it. Archdruid, Ghalta. Huh? Forest, not so much. Oh, beautiful. All right. Jetmir's Garden, the cycling of Jetmir's potentially saving us there. We might have to sacrifice Carnage Tyrant, but at least, you know, we've stopped ourselves from taking a touch of damage, perhaps. Maybe if I can get Vaultborn next turn, we stabilize just enough. Oh, they're getting scared. Or they want to hold enough back to combine blockers to take out Carnage Tyrant. I would have attacked with everything. Make the Mutavaults into... Oh, no. Vaultborn, 100%. That's what we're doing. Okay, so maybe, you know, we get... Let me think. Nah, I'm going to hold them back, play it safe. We are at 10. If I knew I had Ghalta next turn, I don't know, maybe I would have attacked. But reflections can make copies of reflections and that sort of a thing. So it is painful. And they could make it into a 6/6 demon ritual chamber. They can unlock that room. At the moment, they wouldn't have 1 mana to make it into a demon. Interesting. Okay, just a lot of aggression. That is rough. Okay. That is it. Exactly lethal. Painful. Yeah. Close but no cigar. I'm gonna keep on trucking. If you give up after a couple losses, well, I wouldn't be around here. I would have quit a long time ago. Sounds like the snowplow's going by. No snowplow. I'm just glad the snow has mostly stopped. Pretty dry. A very nice drive. Still pretty cold though. It's like -10, -20. I think with the wind chill in some parts where I live. Ooh, that's not fun. -20 Celsius. If you're not in the US. Well, that's not... Never. A little bit better. It's basically the same hand, but now I have two lands plus Commune. Yeah, I think we could make it work now. 1 more? Nah. Send Pugnacious to the bottom again. Pugnacious is definitely the least important of all the stuff that was in there. Palani's, of course, I would want haste on everybody. Vaultborn Tyrant is pretty self-explanatory. If you can keep it, lovely. Ghalta, I have a Ghalta. You know, hopefully getting to that point, and now I don't have to desperately hope to draw her. Rice Poppy, though. Maybe I feel like I've faced Rice Poppy before. Maybe this is that Artifacts opponent. Azorius Artifacts. Maybe they're mad. They're scared. They're roping. Make me go to sleep. Oh, just a swamp. Of course, we'll turn Commune into a Sunken. Oh my goodness. There you go. A little bit too late for your hand hate if you have it. Okay, Rakdos Demons once again. It's pretty standard, classic, and fantastic. At the moment, we will get to 7 eventually. Hopefully we continue to dodge that hand hate and we'll get Vaultborn Tyrant down and... yeah, the same deck. The very same deck. Vaultborn, you can do it. At this point, especially because we've gone first and the opponent hasn't been super crazy aggressive. The Vaultborn should do the trick, especially if I draw land next turn, or I draw it with Vaultborn's trigger, or the turn after. There's 3 chances, basically, is what I'm getting at, too. Oh, no, not that. Oh, no. Well, we lose Vaultborn. We lose Vaultborn. That's too bad. Nuts. Vaultborn's gone. Shoot. Should be. I mean, I'll get the oops ready if they make this mistake. We must have 2 pieces of hand aid. They didn't do the math. Not read the cards or something. Oops.
Bazinga!
Of course, they could have some removal for Vaultborn. Hopefully, it's not exile based. You know, get the copy. Maybe get that next land. That's fine by me. They might have removal for Vaultborn if they. Oh, well, we did get the other land. You can't fail to push it. Try it. Yeah, doesn't work. No. No. Are you going to try it? You're going to make that mistake and you're never going to make it again. Maybe. No? Just not going to attack? Attack, don't attack. Figure it out. It's not that hard. You have an instant speed piece of removal. You attack with everybody. The goblin makes the treasure. You get 2 treasures. You use your whatever 2 mana removal to get rid of Vaultborn. That's how it works. Pretty straightforward. And also, I don't know why they got rid of Palani's Hatcher. You saw, you can see, I have no way to make a source of red. I didn't have any way to make a source of red. I couldn't have played Palani's. That's just how it is. I think they're mad. They made the mistake and now they're salty. The salty rope. Yeah, but I like a good T-Rex. Gain some life, watch him quit. That's what you get. Of course, we still haven't won yet. Let's not get ahead of ourselves, but I think they've gone AFK. They're mad. This would be a pretty satisfying way to, you know what.
Grant me revenge. And if you do not listen, then the hell with you.
Yeah, you tell him, Arnold. You tell him. Tell the algorithm. Yeah, they must have just packed it in. When it's an oops, I'll call out an oops. All the time. Will we die to what they have? Yeah, you know. I'm just going to hold everybody back at this point. Could have attacked with T-Rex, I guess, but I think they're gone anyway, so it doesn't really matter. Good. And I feel like I've faced Rice Poppy before. But then, again, I've only ever played one deck. I only ever play one deck. If I have faced Rice Poppy, they know what I'm doing. I played this same deck every single day since the Lost Caverns of Ixalan. I've refined it every single day. As many matches as possible. Sometimes it's less than others. Sometimes I don't even play a single match. I don't like that. But, I mean, you get the idea. Explorer is not a very big format, so there is a chance to face, the same sort of opponents back-to-back days, and I would imagine they get used to seeing the dinosaur guy do their thing. Right. Revenge on Rakdos. Good revenge. We'll see if the trend continues. Maybe I could break my all-time record, even though, well, it is 11:20 p.m. my time. Whew. All right, yes. Thanks for watching, Squad Painter. Don't worry, Pyroclasm will be coming back, and don't forget to take a big bite out of that like button. Anybody who maybe hasn't already. Yeah. Usually I forget to ask that, and also I don't really feel, it doesn't feel quite right asking that. Just a friendly reminder. Maybe that would be good. Maybe that would help me in the long run if I started to mention it a little bit more. Again, maybe that's the drawback for me. I'm always going to keep doing this, so I don't feel perhaps as much pressure to look at the best avenues to increase the growth and whatnot. Okay, you will okay, I'll add Pyroclasm in. A deal, absolutely. Let's do it. A like for Pyroclasm. All right. Yeah. Hey, it's free for me. If it gets me a like, I'm all for it. Ketora, though. Yeah, I suspect it could be angel related, especially with the Sarah avatar there. Usually I would assume Sarah being the angel. Oh, okay, well, that's not angels. That's a hive of the eye. Oh, duress. A fact of life. Hopefully I get to go off with either the Sylvan or the Archdruids after the opponent gets rid of it. I have to assume it's going to be Archdruid's charm, but yeah, okay. Interesting. Probably have a Thoughtseize or a duress to... Oh. Good. Continue with that no hand hate. Blade of the Oni, also quite nice indeed. Jetmir's Garden as well, but I could get Vaultborn Tyrant mana next turn. I could make 7 if I draw land that enters untapped. But at the very least, now I will be able to play Carnage Tyrant. Bloodletter of Aclazots. Well, we do have to go for Vaultborn Tyrant. Unfortunately, we are losing 6. With the Bloodletter's ability, whenever I would lose life, I lose double the life. Blade of the Only is about to deal 3. Now I'm going to lose 6. It's kind of like Blade of the Oni has double strike a little bit. Not really, but you get the idea. And now we're taking 10? Possibly 16 if they make Hive of the Eye Tyrant into a creature. It also has menace, so it could just be dead. If they play a swamp or they make me sacrifice Carnage Tyrant, that would be rough. Oh no, that's bad too. That's bad too. Yeah, no, it's a big flying menace creature. Never fun. Get lost though. That is fun. Take a Bloodletter of Aclazots. 100% again. Well, it's not Rakdos, but it's Rakdos Demons, Mono Black Demons. They have a lot of pieces of removal. The Dino Nuke. Yeah. Boom. That's the nuke for the clip. I'll play it if I get around to dropping Ghalta Stampede Tyrant, that's for sure. I guess it's interesting. At the very least, it's interesting to me. You face a whole bunch of Rakdos or Mono Black in a bundle, and then you face some enchantment decks, 5-color Bring to Light. Every time is different. It definitely does help keep me going. For sure. It could work. Watch this. We get to go off with one Commune. Of course, I would expect that Archdruid's Charm is going to get removed by a piece of hand hate, but maybe it's not. We survived to go off with both Archdruids. They have no hand hate. We'll see. Could be rough. Commune with Dinosaurs is gone, 100%. It has to be Commune. Oh! Well, that is interesting. That's very interesting indeed. They're going to have more hand hate for Archdruids. If they don't, they may have goofed a bit. Good. Very, very good indeed. I don't know. What was that starting hand? How many lands did that have? Hopefully something expensive. Caustic Bronco is not saddled, so the land or the card that they get off the top. Oh, they got a Thoughtseize. That is rough for sure. Yeah, Thoughtseize me. Use it up. Do it. You know you wanna. It's fine. I respond with Archdruids. I get my Castle Garenbrig, and I hope they don't have Field of Ruin or Demolition Field. Never fun. Of course, they don't have it out yet, so we're saying goodbye to Carnage Tyrant. But again, this opponent could make the mistake and get rid of Palani's. Oh, okay, they don't. Vaultborn Tyrant, maybe. Okay, nobody. Maybe it's going to be an easy loss. Keep in mind, they haven't played much, and I am at 16. It's not terrible. Hopefully it's not a Bloodletter of Aclazotz coming in hot. I could draw a Sunken next turn. I could get a Sylvan Scrying to get this Sunken. I could get Archdruid's Charm. Any number of things could completely turn the tide. Well, Sunken is a source of red, and whatchamacallit, Jetmir's Garden could give me my sources of red. Okay, here it is, folks. Strap yourselves in. They have to kill us next turn. Or have pieces of hand hate. Yeah, Sunken could be red. Jetmir's Garden could be red. We'll see. We'll see. I'll choose red for the second Sunken, just, because he mentioned it, Scorpion, but for the most part, I skip over Palani's Hatcher. It's usually put out by Ghalta. Oh, they got the blood. Okay. Okay. Are we dead or not dead? Alright, not too bad, not too bad. Down to 4. Okay. 3. Thoughtseize. Can the Thoughtseize? Don't do it. Oh, they died. Oh. 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 Oh, super dead. 100%. Smoked. You called it, Scorpion. 100%. You called it. That's an easy win. You don't come back from that. That's ruthless aggression, that's for sure. Oh.
What? What in the hell just happened? How did he do that?
Okay. Whew. Yeah, we'll keep Get Lost. Keep in mind, Get Lost could be very, very important to get rid of the unstoppable slasher. I lose half my life if they have Bloodletter of Aclazotz. I lose all my life, because the half-life lost is doubled to everything. It was. Seeing the dinosaur eggs sends a message of absolute intimidation. The other stuff is big, but the egg, this person could have been allergic to eggs. They could have just not liked eggs, the taste of them, the texture, whatever it is. They did it. They pushed that turn over the edge, absolutely. But that hand could push it over the edge. I like to see the Castle Garenbrig. I like the Commune and Sylvan. I think there's a good chance I should be going off with either Commune or Sylvan. Hopefully. Oh boy. Oh, shucks. Darn. Whoever would have guessed they would duress. Nuts. Technically, we should go with Commune. You turn Commune into a land, That can't be discarded by the hand. Hey, ho, there's a Sunken. Whoa. It does seem a little bit vegan with the Sarah avatar there. I'm a little bit worried about that Blade of the Oni, but at least I got Sunken. If we get an Archdruid's Charm next turn, we would kill them, because it would make 8 on turn 4. It could happen. Sylvan for another Sunken. Sunken for another Sunken. Commune for another Sunken. Not so much. Got to be Jetmir's Garden, absolutely. I don't have anything to play for 3, so might as well drop that and hope we can survive. But a Blade of the Oni and a Graveyard Glutton pretty much seals the deal. Taking us down to 8. Ooh, that's rough. Maybe an Unholy Annex. Oh boy. Okay. Well, folks. Oh boy. You gotta have an Unholy Annex or something that drains me. Oh, they gotta. Oh, I could be down to 1. Down to 1. Get her done. Oh boy, don't play Unholy Annex. Don't do it. Oh, here goes nothing. 7, 1. Oh, strap yourselves in. Don't play Unholy Annex. Oh.
But you can't do this to me.
You know how much I sacrificed?
You just gotta live. Get Lost is pretty cool. I think this should be enough to surprise. Easy win confirmed. 100% score. You saw into the future. You were part of my pre-recording. I know you joined early, and I'm glad you were able to keep this secret this long. Well, maybe they have a way to make me lose one. They could. No, they must have removal. Removal for Regisaur so I don't get to attack with everybody. Should be okay. Still go up a bunch of life, you know. That is nice. Are we safe? I think so. You did shuffle the decks. Yeah. This was pretty good when... there it is. Just over 1 hour. I don't know. It probably should be the nightcap. You can't beat that as a nightcap. Absolutely. But yeah, playing that out the first time we played it out, Scorpion, very good. It's just as good the second time, which is technically the first. But yeah, don't lose hope. Especially easy to not lose hope if you're playing this deck, because boom, all of a sudden you could top deck something, or you could have the win. As long as you survive, you win next turn, depending what you have in hand. And that does keep me going, absolutely. Versus, you know, various other decks where you're grinding it out, you know, perhaps a little bit more than this, and boom. But yes, definitely sleepy time for me, sleepy time for you. Big sleepy time for the opponent. Permanent sleepy time for the opponent. But yes, have a good night, Scorpion. Everybody else watching right now, later on, whenever it is, hopefully you have a good drive to work. Hopefully work goes good as possible. I always wish it goes as good as possible. Whatever you're doing, whatever you're packing, whatever you're building, whatever you're shipping, wherever it is, whenever it is. Peace.
Good Lord, what is happening in there?
Hey, I've seen this one. This is a classic. This is
Ruthless aggression.
What do you mean you've seen this?